Husband's drinking affecting the kids. My 50F husband's 50M married 15Y drinking has really ramped up over the past several months. He's an excellent provider and conscientious worker, but drinks all day on weekends and days off. He blacked out one night during our beach vacation last month, and regularly forgets things that go on when he's drunk. We have 2 young teens. The older one, 14M, has talked to me about how his dad's drinking upsets him and how he doesn't understand why dad wants to drink on vacation and make himself basically unavailable to the family. Our younger one, 13M, seems truly baffled by his dad's drunken behavior. During his blackout, my husband literally asked our son 5 times, "Did you go to the arcade yet?" I've tried talking to my husband about it. I don't want to be around him when he's drinking because he gets either verbally belligerent or whines like a puppy, which really triggers me. What upsets me most, though, is that he tries to be normal and jokey with the kids when he's wasted, but his words are slurred and he says things out of context, and I see the kids learning to just smile and nod and brush him off. I've tried to tell him how serious this is, that the brush-off reaction is going to bleed through to things he says to them in sober situations, but he doesn't get it. What I want to ask you all is, would it be okay for me to permit the kids to tell him they don't like his drinking, or let them say, "Dad, I don't understand what you mean," when he's drunk talking to them? I think that might make more of an impact on him, but I don't know if it would be inappropriate. Too long did not read. Is it okay to let my kids directly address my husband's drinking with him? Edited to add. Thank you everyone for letting me know this is a bad idea. This really opened my eyes. Something that really scares me now is that I cry in front of the kids, a lot lately, because I'm depressed and unhappy. I'm afraid he would try to take the kids because I'm an unfit mother for crying. I done 90% of the parenting and I somehow did a good job. Everyone says they're great kids, but I worry I'll be seen as unfit for crying in front of them. Please don't rip me apart. I really love my kids and want to be the mom they deserve. Adult child of an alcoholic here. Please don't put your kids in that position. This is already hard enough on them. You are the adult, and you are the one who should be protecting them. It's time for a serious come to Jesus talk with this man, when he's sober, with consequences for his actions that you absolutely will follow through on. Your children are your highest priority, and he's not good for them, or you. Please look into some of the information on adult children of alcoholics. We are very affected. I'm sorry you are dealing with this. My ex-husband of almost 20 years was a severe alcoholic, like 12-pack of beer a day and 2/5 of whiskey a day toward the last few years of our marriage. All I can say is it will get worse, for you and your kids. My boys hated their father and have no relationship with him. Please make sure your husband understands what alcohol dementia is. Leave. I'm in my 30s, had the same dad for years since childhood. It created a lot trauma for me and my siblings that to date, I didn't want to have my own family anymore due to the fear of turning out like him. He only stopped when he had a stroke and half paralyzed 4 years ago. As bad as it may sound, but his illness and inability to move gave us the peace that we craved for more than 30 years. However, my mom was left cleaning after him. So don't just only think of your children but your well-being also. Your husband has an addiction and disease that requires professional attention. You're not going to talk him out of alcoholism. As an addict who now works with addicts and alcoholics, you tell him treatment, family therapy, or divorce. You've got this. Please get yourself to an Al-Anon meeting ASAP. There is nothing you or your kids could say or do to get your husband to stop drinking. A lot of good advice here, but not many people concerned for the husband's well-being. Says that the drinking ramped up somewhat recently. If this is true, there's probably something going on with him that's causing him to seek escape into alcohol. People don't usually become addicts when everything is going fine.